Hello, 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 my beloved souls. Blessed to be, blessed to stay. I'm Autumn, the Enlightened Daughter. Welcome back or welcome if you're new. I love you, I love you, I love you. All are welcome. Welcome, High Vibe Tribe. So, a lot happening as always in the ethers, and I'm sorry that I haven't been um around consistently for you guys. As many of you know, I've been through so many transitions, like home to home. We've just like had so much instability and life lessons that I had to grow through, right? Obviously, like we manifest our own reality, so I manifested this energy, so I had to grow through it in order to get out of it. So, fortunately, one cycle has come to an end in my life, which I'm so grateful and thankful for because it was finally like lesson learned, got it, check, amen. Don't have to do this one again. So excited about that. Um, and obviously, it's not just me. We've had a lot of big shifts going on within the collective, but just with me communicating with you guys and just, doing these like weekly check-ins or whatever. That was the reason. It's not because I don't love you. It's just that like I've been in a lot of spaces where one, I couldn't even communicate. I got put into hermit isolation mode. I got basically like put to like a beautiful, like luscious cave, but it was like you need to go have that moment with yourself. You need to go have that moment with the Most High. My time in the wilderness, I'll say, right? Like my Christ light being activated, and a lot of gifts came through, a lot of activations, a lot of awarenesses, a lot of shifts in perspectives, but definitely the ending and healing of a lot of cycles. And so a lot of that came forward around like the 777 portal. And it's funny because we had so many 777 days within the month of July. It's been like energy manifestation overload, right? So it's been like super important to stay grounded during this time and to stay hydrated. If your sleep patterns are off, if you're feeling all this energy moving through your body and you're having like aches and pains and illnesses and, all the things. Sorry, my hair looks weird. I feel like it moves like when I start recording. I don't know. Anyway, um, there's been a lot of shifts going on. Recently, what have I been observing? So, there's a lot of like energy coming onto this planet too. And I mean, it's like heavy, fiery, 2, 3, 4, just a lot of passionate, um, but fire energy. And, that's not surprising that it's so strong for me right now because we're moving towards, or we just moved into Leo season. Fire, if it's not contained, can be very dangerous, right? You see that with like the wildfires in like California and other places in the globe. Um, you can have the safety of a fireplace, you can have the safety of a campfire, you can have the safety of your stove, right? And then you have these wildfires that can get catastrophic. And so a lot of the light codes that are coming in, a lot of the energies really need to be grounded down so that we're not out here walking around like live wires. That was an image that they showed me very clearly for the collective. I'm so sorry I keep clearing my throat. I was not doing this before I started talking to y'all. So, throat chakra stuff happening. That's fun. As I literally been fine all day talking everything. This is interesting. So anyway, we have some throat chakra activations coming in. A lot of light code energy coming in, a lot of activations in our solar plexus, right? That's our own personal sun, our own inner power. So you have like that divine masculine energy really being healed and transformed at this time and really going through a big purge, right? A really big purge. I mean, you might be feeling that if you're getting like acid reflux, right? It might show up in that way, or like gas, bloating, diarrhea, right? Those might be some of the physical ways that that energy purging itself out of you is showing up in your physical body. Um, with the throat chakra, right? Phlegm, clearing of the throat, things like that, like needing more water, needing more teas, right? Just like keeping your throat lubricated at this time so that you can really speak up, will be super beneficial to you. So anyway, I just wanted to tap in and check in. I was just like called to like connect with all of you delicious souls out there. I love you guys so much. Like I said, it's been a 444. All of the angels who showed up for us again. I love you guys. It's been a tumultuous ride, but we're back. We're getting it together. We have Venus going retrograde. I think today, actually, and she stays retrograde until like the beginning of September. So this is gonna be a time where we kind of slow things down when it comes to love, intimacy, and romance. Not saying that you won't meet anybody, but if you do meet someone, it may not be like hot, heavy, passionate, right? This might be something that's just like a slow build, you know. And then we also had the node shift, right? We had the North Node going to Aries and the South Node into Libra. If you don't already have your birth chart, I absolutely suggest that you go look it up. It is super, super, super important to just have an awareness of yourself, right? Like we focus so much on sun signs here, in the West, and we forget that like every person has all 12 signs in them, right? And there are certain things that might be more face forward, right? Like your persona, but it doesn't negate the fact that you have all these other energies in you that help to guide you, right? And so check out where your nodes are, right? That's Aries North Node shift and Libra South Node shift is a big shift going on, right? We're shifting into this energy of like learning to stand up for yourself, learning to stand in your truth, owning your voice, no longer people pleasing, um, being very interdependent, right? Like that's this energy. And that's a big one for me, especially in my birth chart. So I've been feeling a lot into that. Giving life to dead things. We tend to forget sometimes just how luminous and life-giving our energies are, right? And just how magnetic it is. And it's like start taking a look at your life. Look at the things that you've created and then course correct, okay, accordingly. You're seeing a pattern, a repeating pattern. You're seeing certain energies continuously playing out, whether that's in the people that they're showing up in or the scenarios that you keep putting yourself in. What are you supposed to learn there? Right? Like, what is this? And is this your ego giving you the answer, or is it your soul and your heart giving yourself the answer? Right? Because you only have two options. You're either going to follow God's path of love and light and your soul and your higher self and the oneness energy, or you're gonna follow fear and everything that comes with it. Anger, bitterness, resentment, poverty, shame, guilt, um, cancer, all of those things. We I see this so much, especially in like the churches. We tend to speak as if there's dual powers in this universe, as if God's power is not absolute. It's like the psychosis from, Eden. Like they ate the fruit and they lost their minds, right? And it's like you're bugging. There's one power in this universe, and that's God's power. And it's a delusion of ours to think that there's any power outside of that absolute power. And that power is all love, baby. So are you making your decisions out of love? Are you making your choices out of love? Are you living your life through love? Or are you doing things fear-based? Right? There are things that have been coming up in my awareness in the past couple of days that have been kind of frustrating, right? Or like will tense me up and then I have to stop and remember to breathe and like relax my shoulders and go, okay, is your reaction fear-based or is your reaction love-based, right? Like, is this which response are you stepping into, Autumn, right? And then which one is going to serve your path, right? The more I follow my intuition, the more I'm listening to those messages, and the messages have been strong for all of us to trust in our higher self and to stop externalizing things. The more I step into that energy of my higher self and following my intuition and trusting that guidance, even when it doesn't feel good and even when it doesn't seem logical, right? Because that's a lot of it. A lot of it is the fact that the shit that we're doing doesn't feel right, doesn't seem logical. We're so confused. We're like, this doesn't make any sense. But at the end of the day, it's like, are you going to trust in your own knowing or are you going to trust in the knowing of the divine? Right? And I'm tapping in to my team of light. I'm tapping into my divine. They have a much broader perspective of what's going on in my life right now. So in this moment, although I might be stressed or frustrated or, feel a little bit wound up, right? It doesn't negate the fact that I put my faith in a higher, being, whatever you want to call it. I have my trust in my team of light because I know that at the end of the day that they're gonna give me a more loving perspective, right? Whether what I choose to do with that information is entirely up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like we all have free will on this planet. Don't ever forget that, right? Just because I'm getting the guidance, the intuitive guidance to do something, doesn't mean I follow through with it. I got the intuitive guidance recently to do something that was completely against me. Like I was like, what are we doing here? Like I was completely just like into a state of panic and I had to go into prayer, meditation, and be like, you know what, Lord, I know you're not gonna set me up for failure. Right. And so I just gotta trust in this moment. I gotta trust in this path and I gotta trust and believe that this is really real. You know what I mean? That I'm not wrong in following my intuitive guidance followed through and everything worked out. And there were things that I didn't see that were being hidden and kept from me that I kept getting those messages. There's stuff that you don't know, there's stuff you don't know. And I'm like, what? But it wasn't meant to be revealed to me. And all of it still hasn't been revealed to me. What I knew was that there was stuff that was being kept from me that I needed to know about and I needed to be protected from. And so the divine and my team of light came in to protect me. And again, I had a choice in that moment. Follow the guidance of my team of light and trust in what God has just told me, or go it you know, my human emotions. And I completely, followed the divine. Um, and yet you're gonna get, enemies and anger, 11:11. I just saw on the clock. You're gonna get people that try to come at you. You're gonna get weapons that are gonna get formed against you. But nothing is prospering, right? It's like imagine yourself standing outside in a field and there's a whole bunch of people with freaking bows and arrows aiming at you, but every time an arrow comes near you, it just falls. Nothing ever actually touches you, right? Because you have on the armor of God. Like that's what we are when we're tapped into our higher self. That's what we are when we're connected to our divinity, with our own light and our sovereignty. We know that the weapons may come and they may be formed, but nothing will ever reach you. Nothing will ever touch you. Okay. Okay, powerful. I don't know. I guess I have to tell you guys that. So anyway, hey my beloveds. All right, we're gonna pull some cards. I know the power animal wanted to come out. We're gonna start with the Gateway Oracle because there's a lot happening with that 7-7 portal. We didn't just have it, but that going on with this Venus retrograde. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on up in the ethers. We just had that like new moon in Cancer, which was super powerful. High emotions, high emotions. Um, I was really seeing the emotions play out with gender males, right? I'm not talking about masculine energy. I'm talking about like those that were born gender male. Very emotional, very sensitive, very over the top with these energies, with this Cancerian energy. So, just be mindful of that. People are a little sensitive and crabby right now, right? Don't take it to heart. Send everybody love. Bottom of the deck, igniting courage. Yes, I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. Absolutely. Not surprising that we got this card, right? Like we are again being called to move forward, to stand in our truth. That Aries North Node energy, right? To do things on our own, to stand in our powers, to say, you know what, I can do it. I got it. I don't have to wait for permission. I don't need somebody else to validate me. Like, let me go do this on my own. That's that beautiful courage. I love that. And then, oh, listening with your heart. What did I tell you? What did I say? I love you, God. I trust the messages I receive from my heart. Right. Why? That's where the soul resides, right? It's in our high heart. So we want to make sure that we're making our decisions, our choices, and our actions are all love based, right? When we move in love, we can't make any wrong moves. I love this for us. And embarking on an adventure, I savor the wonders of the world. It's time to tap in, be present, and open your eyes, right? Do not be afraid to look with wonder on the things before you. We're so used to the mundane and we just do things on repeat. You'd be surprised what you see when you tap in the messages. Right? And for some of you, this is actually you physically traveling. Like maybe some of you are going hot air balloons or you're gonna go to the beach or something, or maybe you're going to like a food and wine festival, right? Because it says savor the wonders of the world. And you're going to try some different foods, or like maybe you're going to freaking spice markets and India, Thailand, I don't know, but go have fun, whatever you do, and open your eyes. You'll see here. I love this. She has a telescope, right? That she's looking out, getting a closer look. So we really want to have an awareness, guys. I'm telling you. You start tapping in, paying attention to what this universe is trying to tell you, and your teams of light and your angels. Changes. The world changes. Oh my lord, is that correct? No, that's not correct. I'm not listening. Let's see if anything else wants to come out. Okay, I guess that wants to come out. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I guess that wanted to come out too. Bottom of the deck. Otter, surrender, let go of control. It's a big lesson for all of us, right? You can't outthink God, right? There's just no point in even trying to. And when we release and surrender control and we trust, we really trust, and I'm talking, guys, not on a logical surface level. Oh yeah, I'm saying it. I've got the hat. I got the foam finger. I trust God because everybody around me says that that's what we do, and it's Sunday, and that's how I'm feeling at church. I'm talking like truly surrendering your life and having faith. I'm talking about asking for prayer and guidance and then following those decisions even when nothing seems right. I'm talking about standing in your truth in your path. I'm talking about sometimes maybe putting your life on the line, right? Because you know the truth of a situation, right? And I'm not saying that God is going to have you putting your life on the line. I'm just, that reference only came up because um I was called to the books of Esther and the book of Jeremiah yesterday, right? And we feel the trials, the tribulations. Look, Esther, right? Queen Esther, she had to hide the fact that she was a Jew. Nobody was supposed to know that she was a Jew, and until it came to the last minute where she had already got the king's love, had already married and all this stuff, and was like, "Yo, your man's is about to kill me and all my peoples, just off the strength that he just don't like my uncle." Point blank and simple, you know. Um, or Jeremiah, Jeremiah being told like, yo, you're a prophet. When I speak, you speaking for me. And he's like, I'm not trying to do none of that. And I feel that energy so strongly in my soul because that's how I was on this path. When I got called to be an oracle and to speak these words, I'm like, you're bugging. I don't do that. I don't do videos. I'm not doing hair and makeup stuff every day. I'm not trying to be out in the public. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. And I had I thought I made a good argument. I'm just like, I'm sure Jeremiah thought he had a good argument, just like Esther. We all went through our fucking time where we were like, nope, 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 and just had to come back and be obedient anyway. And the more that I surrendered to this path, the more that I trusted, the easier things have come. I heard very clearly from the divine recently 3 words, so profound, so simple, so easy, so transformative. I'm like, which hand? Let it come. Right? Let it come. 3 words. That was it. That was it. And I'm like, wow. And that's that energy of surrender. Like, put it out there and just let it come. And I know how that sounds surface level. I was just in that situation where I'm having to trust, and I'm like looking at the timeline, like, do you see the same calendar that I'm looking at? Comes through in the 11th hour. Felt like the 13th hour. You know what I mean? But it wasn't that the divine was late. It was that there were other parts of the journey and other steps that needed to happen during that time in order to finalize these steps, right? And not even in order to finalize these steps, because your blessings can come whenever they come. But there were other things that I needed to do before I made that final step. And so what to me looked like 13th hour blessing was, of course, the blessing that was always there. It was just the fact that I needed to make these detours and I wasn't aware that I needed to make these detours. And I think a lot of us go through that. We get detoured, we get glimpses of the blessings, we um, get a feel for the blessing, and then it doesn't come or it doesn't manifest the way that we want, and we lose hope. 144. So, um, and so it's important to really have faith and to really give it to the Most High. And no matter what's coming at you, know that no matter which arrows are shooting you, none will ever hit. None will ever hit. Know this. Matrix it. Anyway, links, discernment. Look beyond immediate appearances. What the fuck did I. What? Hello? Do not be deceived by the illusion of this 3D world. You have to hold your faith and your eyes on the final prize. What is the end goal, right? Do not be deceived because of the delays, the detours, the glimpses of what it could be. No. Trust and have faith. If it's not that you received, it's going to be something equal to it or better coming forth, right? We do not always perceive our own best interests. Yeshua said that very clearly in the Course of Miracles, right? And that's why we've been given this gift of discernment. Open your freaking eyes, right? Venus retrograde is that kind of energy, right? Let's take the rose-colored glasses off and see things for what it is, right? Accept people for who they are, but place them where they belong. Point blank simple. Seal, imagination, immerse yourself in artistic and creative expression. I love this energy. I've been feeling a lot of creativity trying to come forth through the collective. And many of you are still, oh, you see that? I don't know if it looks like that to you guys, but this looks like a big orb here on the seal's like, I guess that'd be like the throat, neck area. So again, with that energy of the throat chakra being activated, it is time to speak your truth, right? A lot of creative energy back to this has been trying to come forth through the collective, but many of you are repressing and hiding your gifts out of fear, out of shame, out of worry, right? The Lord is with you. You have no reason to fear. If you knew who walked with you on this path, you would never worry again. And I can say that because I've been homeless for the past few years with my children, house to house, couch to couch, uncomfortable, scared, fear, depressed, worried, gave my power away, lost myself, all of these different life lessons that I had to grow through, healing judgments and condemnations and lineages and fucking just all types of stuff that I wasn't even consciously aware of, whether it was my own karma or the karma of my family, whether it was my own judgments and resentments and condemnation or something that I was taught that I then had to unlearn. Either way, these are all the things that we've been going through. So you're not alone in this. But at the end of the day, when we're being called forth to do our part, to let it be expressed through us, because that is God working through us, then what are you doing when you're hiding yourself, right? How are you honoring yourself? How are you honoring God? How are you honoring the divinity within yourself by playing small and not following your path? How many different stories do we see of that in spiritual texts and literature, right? You keep running, but you're running from what? You're running from yourself. The God within you is meant to be expressed in this way. And no, it may not be something as big as the Esther's and Jeremiah's and Ezekiel's and, Jonah's of the world, but you are here with your own creative spark to contribute to this planet, to help raise the vibration in your way. And yes, we might be focusing on the throat chakra now so that you can speak your truth. Maybe it's time for you just to express the fact and to use the power of your I am to speak that blessing into existence, right? I am a chef. I am a creator. I am successful. I am abundant. I am loved. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am wise. I am luminous. I am sovereign. I am God's. I am the goddess. I am, divine. Like, what are the words that you can speak over yourself? What is going to be the activator after your I am? What is following you into your dreams and into your life that you're not allowing to be expressed right now? How can you express it? Are you doing it and hiding it? I have a wonderful artist. She has a artist friend. She has so many beautiful pictures. And I'm like, you did this should be in a gallery. Like, share this so that everybody else can also embrace the all of you. You know what I mean? Like, you're dope. Let everybody know that. You know what I mean? That's not my forte necessarily. I'm sure if I decided to focus my energies on it, it could be, but I like to express myself through dance, cooking, and sex. So those are my three things. You know what I mean? And now I've been doing more writing. But we'll get to that another day. Sorry, y'all messed my throat up, so sorry if I gotta keep sipping. Pelican forgiveness. Ooh. Let go of what? Let go of your judgments. What did I just say? A lot of healing going on. A lot of oversensitivity. A lot of patience being needed, right? For you and for those that you're dealing with. Forgiveness is a healing balm, and I've said that hundreds of times, probably thousands at this point, right? Forgiveness is a healing balm, and it's not for you, it's not for them, it's for you, right? So I like to ask for forgiveness, and it's not saying I'm gonna go around and talk to all these people like, will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? Will you forgive me? I'm not giving people that much power. There's gonna be conversations that you should have in this lifetime, but there's gonna be conversations that you're never gonna have with these people, whether because they're just not ready to have it or they're no longer, in this realm. But at the end of the day, I receive forgiveness, I offer forgiveness, and I ask for forgiveness from myself, from anyone that I may have perceived might have hurt me consciously or unconsciously in this lifetime or any other in all directions of time and space. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And you just put it out there and just ask to forgive and allow that forgiveness to seep into your heart. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for not honoring your past, for not loving yourself, for not standing in your truth, for not speaking up when you want to speak up, for not expressing yourself in the ways that you want it to be expressed, and not loving yourself, and not creating harmonious relationships, and not having an awareness of your life, and not taking accountability and externalizing things. Forgive yourself. We all do it. Listen, it's so much easier for me to go, well, my mom did this and I didn't have a dad and I grew up in this environment and I could find a million and one excuses not to succeed in this life. Easy. That's a easy list. Oh, I can give you all the bullshit. I can cut on the TV and they can give me some more. Cut on the news. Oh, here's another 50 reasons why I shouldn't succeed in this life. Or I could tell that energy, the egoic energy, the fear mind to kick rocks, which I do every day because I'm not living that life, and I'm going to do something better. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that health disease issue. I don't know what y'all talking about, but they're like, do you have a genetic disposition in your family? No, I don't have none of that in my DNA. I don't have none of those problems. I don't have none of those problems. I don't have health issues. Now I don't have money issues. Thank God. I don't have housing issues. These are things that are no longer a part of my life, but I had to figure it out. I had to get there. I had to learn to forgive myself. I had to take accountability. I had to look in the mirror. I had to own my shit. I had to be like, you made some stupid ass choices. You dealt with some stupid ass people. You gave your power away. You shrugged your shoulders. You forgot your worth. You put everybody else before you. I had to always check myself. I promise you, the conversations I have with y'all, nothing compared to the conversations I have with myself. Check, check, check myself all the time. Me, myself, and I. All three of them bitches is in order. And if they're not, we reining them in. That's how it has to be. Who are we to sit here and to have judgments and condemnations of another person if we're not even looking at ourselves? No. And it's not about judging yourself. It's not about criticizing yourself. None of that. Self-awareness is self-love, self-mastery. Like that is the purpose, to be the best version of yourself, to make better choices. And there's going to be time. As high vibrational as I am and as much of this work as I do, I still, from time to time, will make low vibrational choices. And I'll be like, damn, or I'm like, do better. You lost your temper. You gave your power away. Fuck. And then I gotta call in the energy of forgiveness, and I'm journaling about it, I'm analyzing it, I'm breaking myself down. Like, you are better than that, right? Why are you giving your power away in these moments? It's the same thing. It's the same energy going on around us, right? You're being called on this path. You're being called to step forward. You have a job to do. Doesn't matter how everybody else feels about it. It doesn't matter what this one says and that one says and da, 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 da. Everybody's gonna have some type of criticism, especially people that have never accomplished shit. They always got something to say. 101%. People that are judging you based off of your past or the decisions that you made before. You know what I mean? Like we all change. I'm not the same woman I was a year ago, and I'm not gonna be the same woman next year. Like I hope not. I'm trying to go be better every single day, right? And we're all growing and evolving. But there are people that are comfortable with the older versions of ourselves. There are people that love 10, 15, 20, 25-year-old me. They love that me. She been gone. So they can either have the blessing of getting to know the new me, or they can kick rocks. Look, listen, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. I live across the street from dead people. I'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. All right, kangaroo gratitude. Be grateful for all you are blessed with. I mean, come on, people. You have so much to be grateful for. And if you don't think you do, find 3 reasons. Guaranteed you can find 3 reasons to be grateful for. You're watching a video using the internet. That's one. If you have eyes to see, that's two. Ears to hear, that's three. Okay. Now find your own three. Stop stealing my list. Cougar, confidence. Be bold and take charge. Yes. Then we get this energy earlier. Yes. Right? Be courageous. Take charge. Know your worth. Know your value. Know you're the dopest thing ever. Know that you're needed. Right? All right, my beautiful angels and guys. Let me get some final messages from my high vibe tribe. Anything else? Anything else we should go over before I get out of here? Get back to work. Strangers in the night. I don't know where that came from, but you're welcome. Maybe you're listening to it. Maybe it just came on. Maybe that's your favorite song. I don't really know. I don't even think I know any more lyrics outside of that. Yeah, that's all I got. Strangers in the night. I know it's like a melodical kind of thing, but 3113. Anyway, the moon coming out. Full moon at that, right? So we have this Cancerian energy still, right? With all this deep water emotions going on. Still waters run deep, but everything gets revealed in the light. So even in the darkness, the night sky, we have this beautiful full moon coming out, allowing us to see things clearly. Again, this is an energy that was behind me for a while I was going through my transition. There are certain things that you may not know. So some of you may just have some questions or might be going deeper down the rabbit hole, you know. Trust, and this is where the trust and surrender comes in. Trust that even the things that you don't know shall be revealed to you, and know that everything is working out for your highest and greatest good. Some of you are battling between your light and your shadow side, right? It's like you're trying to make one good or bad as opposed to honoring both. They're equal energies, right? Your masculine, your feminine, your shadow, and your light, like they are beautiful aspects of yourself. Life is created in the darkness and then it comes forth into the light. Let's not forget the womb, right? Plant seeds in the dark. So one is not lesser than the other. We need both. And sometimes the things that you don't see, you're not meant to in that moment. Trust the path. Yeah, my eye just started twitching. It's like you're not seeing things clearly because you're not meant to know at that time. And I hate to say that to you, especially as someone who is a reader, a tarot reader, because it's like you're coming to us for answers, and I'm like, you're not meant to know. But it's like we're not meant to see everything. We can get a snapshot of the energies and we can see a lot of perspectives, but there are even things that are not revealed to us. It is, especially if it has to do with somebody else's energies. Got, the Knight of Pentacles. So things moving slowly, but they're still moving short. They're still moving forward, despite how you feel. And again, with the divine timing thing, it's like you may want things to be moving like this, right? You might be ready to hit the ground running, and they're like, time to walk. Take your time. Look around, open your eyes, right? When we're in a hurry, we're not really paying attention. We just got to get to where we want to go. When we stop, take a look around, smell the roses, start being observant and present in the moment, our life changes. We see things in a very different way. Look at this, the sun. Here comes the sun. Do, do, do. Again, with all that beautiful light energy and light codes coming in, this is a very highly activated time. And as we move forth from now into the Lion's Gate, this is just going to keep getting stronger. Stronger and stronger and stronger. Your internal sun, your solar plexus, that masculine energy, that energy that has us doing what? Moving things forward, right? So we're in this Cancerian energy now, right? We're kind of just floating and we're taking it all in and we're really feeling. But we've moved into Leo season, which is all about boom, hitting the ground running. Like we're about to do it. And our Leos, I love you, my Leos, y'all love to shine. So this is that spotlight energy. This is the time again when we take this energy and this creative energy, right? And we use it. gonna make you shine. It's a message for so many of you. It's like you're hiding your gifts, but your gifts are the key to your prosperity and your abundance. Like you came in with them in order to win. Why are you tapping your own pockets? It's weird. Lovers. So traditionally, the lovers is a card of choice, right? This can definitely be about you and an intimate, sexually intimate partner. But we also get this energy just about deep, intimate connections and relationships. And that's another thing that I've been feeling shifting within the collective is the divine masculine desiring more intimacy. And that's something else that I'm probably going to address on soul sex, but we'll connect with that. But just a desire for more intimacy, right? And intimacy isn't about penetration. I think people get very confused about that. So we have that opening up with our hearts, right? As we're doing this healing in our solar plexus right under what? Right under your heart chakra, right? So as we're unblocking and clearing and healing this, and we get to push that energy forward. Wow, to push all that energy into our heart. Now we get to feel. Now we get to embrace. Now we get to understand. That's a powerful time, but it also takes awareness and healing, right? Forgiving ourselves, not judging ourselves, allowing ourselves the ability to feel during this time, respecting and honoring how we feel during this time, and choosing ourselves. Again, this balance between our masculine and feminine energies, right? Our light and our shadow self, right? That's also this choosing to love yourself in complete, in completion, like really knowing and honoring and valuing yourself. Beautiful. Then we have the chariot. So we're going to be moving things. You see this energy again. It's like moving things forward. There's going to be times during this adventure where you're going to have to be like, right? That's that Leo energy. But there's also going to be times where they want you to remember, don't forget, like, stop and enjoy where you're at. And, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to me. It's like we're always so ready to get to the next step that sometimes we forget to just stop and be grateful for where we're at in this moment, right? Like I just moved, I got all this shit going on, but I'm like, let me stop and just take in, like, here, I did it, good. Everything doesn't have to happen at once, right? I can just stop and take it in. It's like we're moving up a mountain. You hit that little plateau, you can see over the valley in a lot clearer way. You take a little water and stack break. Yeah, right? Embrace those moments. You may not be where you want to go yet, but you're way further than you've been. And so give yourself some grace during this time. All right. And then last but not least, we got bottom of the deck, the page of oh, the Tower and Pentacles right after. Okay. Tower and the Six of Pentacles right under that. I love that. So the Page of Swords, it's about messages and information and knowledge and just kind of like being more logical than emotional, which I love, but I feel like even with this, and it's giving me this energy of like higher learning and wisdom and understanding, I feel like this information that's coming in for you, that's kind of like guiding you in your path, that's really going to kind of like awaken and reignite you, is going to kind of like be mind blowing for some of you. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, did you choose the blue or the red pill? Right? That kind of stuff. Like this shift over the next what? They're saying 4 to 6 weeks. No, sorry, just correction, correction. Time is illusion, but still, I feel the energy of it strongly. Oh, okay. So the next 1 to 3 weeks, not 1 to 3 weeks. Okay, the next 1 to 3 weeks, this energy is gonna be big. So mind-blowing information coming in, a need to heal and to just kind of value ourselves, remembering to be grateful during this time, not being scared to take action when we're intuitively guided to do so, making sure that our choices are based on love and not fear. And there's a lot of this mind-blowing information, although it may be overwhelming to you, as a lot of it is connected with like your multidimensionality and your spiritual self and blah 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 blah, like chakras and all this other stuff. It's also going to reignite I'm sorry, it's also bringing with it some like good karmic debts. So you've created good karma in different lifetimes, right? During this time, those blessings that didn't get paid, some of those are going to get paid to you, get paid forward to you in the next 1 to 3 weeks. Some of it will seem like it's just like knowledge and information and awakening that will help you to be prosperous in this life. For the others of you, it will be actual like physical, tangible things that you can like hold in your hand that are going to be gifted to you. All right, sorry. Anyway, I went way longer than I intended. Sorry, love you guys so much. You already know that. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. I love you guys so much. Sorry, my cards all mixed up. Definitely book a reading, coaching session. I may start going live again once a week. See how that works out. I'll see. Let me know in the comments if you think that's something I should do, because I can go live here, or I can go live on like Instagram and Facebook like I used to. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I love you. God loves you. Angels surround you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to book a reading or a coaching session. Follow me everywhere. The Enlightened Daughter. I'm all on channels. I love you guys forever, forever, forever in a day. Later, my beloveds.